Hi guys, welcome back to Otter's RC Garage. Today we are back for one of our final weeks of racing. I think this is going to be our final week. It's the last one on the calendar. Chad was hinting at maybe one more week, but we'll see. Depends on how far he gets on the off-road outside course. But let's get in there and get to racing. So of course we got Rick and Zane's IROCs that we're both going to be running today. Zane's going to be running his Breakout, his Corvette here. He's been doing really good with that. I brought my Breakout just to try it out and test it out. Got a pretty cool Mustang body here. Probably won't be running that till next year. I did do my own custom carbon fiber chassis and a cross brace to set up a 3-shock setup. This is actually an original RC10L with the wide pod. Guys that know these pan cars will understand that. My biggest issue right now, I need to get some longer turnbuckles because it being a wider car, a lot of the turnbuckles are only set up for the 200mm wide pan cars. But that's for future times. For today, hopefully we're going to do some good racing. We got Breakout first, and then Rick in the second to last race with his IROC, and Zane in the last race with his IROC. Alright, here we go for our first run of Breakout. Very first race of the day. See how Zane does. Whoop. Yep, I think Zane did break out there. He's going just a hair too fast, but that's okay. First race of the day, and we're just out here running, having a good time. So I think he does need to go a little bit more inside. Yep, he can go a little bit more inside. I think he's just trying to stay away from that green truck there. They're going about the same pace. Woo, that was close. But we're clean in racing. Dan broke out. Oop, Dan broke out, that green truck. So that puts Zane and the green truck on the same pace. So today we got Zane racing, and then we got Dan Stahl, dad of Kirk and Kevin. We got Doug out here running in the Dave Trickle or Cole Trickle car, and we got Zach out here in the Intrepid Dodge body. He's the guy to beat. He's got 2 weekends right now of getting first place in the main with his Breakout. Whoop. Dan broke out again, so that's going to put Zane up 1 lap. So Zane's still on the lead lap. Yep, Zane running a 5.3, so he can tuck it in a little bit farther. I don't know why he's not. I know he's a little timid on these first races yet. Oh, going way close to the wall. Trying to tell him go more inside. Perfect, there, that's where he needs to be at. Yeah, he likes to come way out here to the outside a little bit. I'm not sure why. Practice, he doesn't do that. And he runs really good 5.1s and everything, and then we get out here to the race and he goes a little wide. There we go. He's got a bunch of good laps now. I think he's afraid of breaking out, but honestly I think we got his car turned down to the point that once we get this far into the race he can run a pretty good tight lap. Whoa, a little bit too far on the inside there. Doug broke out, so that's going to put him right back on the same path as Zane. Zane and Doug running real close there. Very slight tap, but didn't disrupt anybody. Zach making his way just by Zane. Let's see if Kirk can get by. Or I'm not, sorry, not Kirk, but Dan. Zane though, holding them off. Keeping it up, good driving. Putting a little bit of gap there now. Coming a little bit wide. See if he can keep it on the straightaway here on the front stretch. He likes to come a little bit wide. If he can keep it in and keep it good. Oh, there's Dan making his way around. Good driving there. And now Dan making some moves. Ooh. A little tap there, and a little inside. Oop, I think that was Zach there. Whoop, Zane again. Everybody, I guess, hitting the wall there. Well, except for Doug. I think Doug and Dan didn't hit it, but Zach and Zane definitely did. Whoop. I think Zane's trying to get competitive now, which is good. He's trying to get it tucked in there. He ran at 5:11 a couple times. Unfortunately, though, bumping the wall, that's put him down a bit on the pace. So now Doug's going to have to race his way out and around. And there he does it. Going side by side on the straightaway. Good driving from both. Oops, Zane there cutting to the inside. Cutting to the inside there, but Doug able to drive and saw it coming. That could have been disastrous, but like I said, Doug saw it coming and did some good driving and made his way out and around. Let's see if Zach can make his way out and around. Whoop. There we go. Zane was able to let both cars go by there. Just slid to the outside around the corner and let him go. So now I think he's going to get back into it. Let's see if he can chase him down. Going way wide on the outside. First race of the day, still getting into it. So we'll be working obviously throughout the day. That's one thing I keep trying to talk to him about, is making sure you stay in the middle on the straightaways. There's the race. Good driving from Zane. Some very good clean racing. Okay, here we go for our first round of IROC. We only got 2 rounds today per heat. We got Rick out here following Gavin around at the moment. In front of Gavin is Wally in this pink car. On their top is Tyler in the General Lee. Doug there was waiting up for him in the Exxon car. And we got Richie in the blue with the green bottom. Justin Du Bois in the pink top with blue bottom. I think that's everybody. Wally right now up front. Rick sitting 2. Oop. I would say that Gavin goes sneaking on by. Gavin's real fast. Ooh. Gavin and Rick get into it. Rick having to slow way down to make that corner. He was way inside. Go see if he can chase him down. Good driving going on at the moment. Some nice clean laps. Rick putting on a good fight, but we got Doug coming right behind him. Doug right now holding a fast lap at 5:23, trying to find his way out and around Rick. Rick staying right behind Gavin. I don't know if Gavin's just held up by Richie or what. Rick trying to find his way back out and around. Oh, ends up giving Gavin a little bit of a tap. Didn't send him all the way up and over. Gavin's still in it. Now finding his way out and around Doug. Doug trying to battle back. Rick sitting about the same distance behind Richie as what he was before that tap. So he hasn't really gained much ground. I do think the group, though, is catching up. Right now I think Rick has fallen down to a 4th place. I didn't catch the top running order. Doug, I think, sitting a little bit behind him just because he stopped twice. Oh, Tyler, unfortunately, there on the backstretch. Staying true to the car, pulling a Dukes of Hazzard there. Oh, and Justin on his own up and over. Oh, and Tyler and Gavin getting into it there again. And they're on the top. They're on their wheels and going. Ooh, front stretch. Wally and Justin bouncing. Good clean driving. As soon as you say that, everything goes sort of a mess. Probably stop saying it then, huh? They were into it pretty good there. Looks like Rick's going to make the pass, maybe. See if he can hold on to it, going way wide, coming out of 2. Still in the mix. Oh, got Justin up and over on his own there. Now Wally holding us off with a 54. Good driving out of Wally. He is definitely the guy to beat. Unfortunately, oh, got Tyler in the front stretch. Oh, Doug two-wheeling there. Rick able to make the pass and put on some moves there. Oop, Doug trying to make it through traffic there. Somehow always giving a little bit of a tap, but it would just let off of it. Final minute. Rick trying to find his way out and around Tyler without getting roped up in anything. There we go. Good pass from Rick. Now just got to pull away. Whoops. We got Duck up and over on 4. And he's coming back into it. I think that was on his own accord. This car gets a little traction roll happy, it seems like right now. 25 seconds left. Everybody on the back stretch. Going too wide around the corner. Oh, and Justin and Rick both on the outside of that too wide, taking the worst of it. Justin's able to stay in it, but lost some positions. Rick, unfortunately, though, rolling. And there we have it. Time has expired, and Rick is done. He must have been one of the first ones. And next out, we got Zane. I think Wally's going to take that first race. Good driving from Wally. I'm not sure if he got that 54 laps, but I bet you got real close to it. Yep, he got 54. Good driving out of Wally. All right. We're rolling out for second round of IROC. We got Zane out here. We got a new driver. I'm going to have to learn his name. And we got Rich following behind Zane. Oh, now right in front of him. And we got Mad Dog out here in the Mountain Dew car. And we got Tucky out in the black, mostly black. Good looking car there. See how Zane does. Zane seems to be holding his own. Mad Dog's trying to find his way out and around. Gave him a little bit of a tap, but didn't make his way out and around. Zane holding his spot. Going real wide. Whoops. This car's... So we didn't do much practice with the car, so his tires are still sort of breaking in and getting grip. There we go. It seems to be gripping up now. Now we got a couple laps in. He was, like I said, he was focusing a lot on the pan car. But he did mess with his controller a little bit before the race. I don't know if it helped or hurt him. He's not rolling, so that's a very good thing. As long as we can keep it. Ooh, as I say, that guy right behind him almost rolls. He two-wheeled a little bit too. So, it's just going to be some practice. Whoa, kicking out a little bit there, fishtailing a little bit. So you definitely got to get the grip on the tires. I think we're going to have to at least roll the rears on the carpet. Whoa, getting into Tucky there a little bit. Able to hold his position. Oop, and yeah, I think right now he's gonna need a whole lot more grip on that left rear. Oh, fortunately Tucky and Mad Dog getting into it there on the back stretch. That's gonna give Zane some position back. And now Rick working his way. Rich, I mean, yeah, so many R names. Rich making his way out and around Mad Dog. Now trying to find his way out and around Zane. Not able to do it. Mad Dog answering, getting his way back and around. Mad Dog making his way out and around Zane. Now up to Rich, see if he can find his way out and around. And Zane actually holding his spot pretty good, keeping his pace up there with Mad Dog, following Mad Dog's line almost to a T. He's doing great. Good driving out of Zane, holding up there with the big guys. Oh, getting on the outside. Rich able to make his way through. See Zane keep up his pace. He's doing really good. Just a little bit off the other guys, but that's fine. This car's a little bit slipped coming out of the corner, so he's been having to counter steer that, but doing great driving it, even with that going on. So I know he likes his car a little bit loose, so maybe he's just fine with it counter steering like that. There he goes, right back to gaining his position back on Tucky. So he's got 1 and 2 down pretty good. Seems like just 3 and 4 he's got to figure out. Whoop. Tucked to the inside a little bit there, too much. Threw off his line, but he's back into it. His first race is definitely going to be a car consistently changing as it's picking up grip and as tires are wearing in. Whoop. Real low on one. There we go. Good driving out of Zane. He's holding the spot with Mad Dog. Mad Dog trying to find his way out and around. And he's going to, there you go, tuck to the inside there. See if Zane right now is sitting fourth. Good driving out of Zane though, running here with the big dogs. So most of these guys are usually running high 50s, except for the new guy. The new guy, like I said, I think this is his first, maybe second week running IROC. So Zane keeping up and running in with pace. And also not necessarily being in the way either. He's, like I said, keeping nice and pace. Oop, we got two upside down there. Zane, good driving out of him, tucking to the inside of that, missing it all. Rich following him right through that hole. Good driving out of both of them. Rich trying to find his way out and around Zane at the moment. I believe the red and yellow car, I believe his name's Anthony. Whoop, Zane unfortunately turned a little bit too early there. He's going to give Rich the spot. Whoa, real close driving there. Good driving though. Zane able to hold the car in the inside there and not give the guy a tap and keep the spot. Lost a little bit now, but great driving out of Zane. You can tell he's learned a lot. Whoop, unfortunate, that car wrecking right in front of him. That's going to slow him up some. Great driving out of Zane. I'm curious to see what his lap is, numbers-wise. He should, 10 seconds to go. Oh, Tucky going way too inside, unfortunately, and got into Garrison there a little bit. Mad Dog slowed them up, got him off Zane's bumper, gave him a little bit of breathing room for that last few seconds. And Zane hit that buzzer about perfect. Able to come around and get his last lap in. Awesome driving out of everybody. Great racing. There you go. All right. We're out for our second round of Breakout. See how we can do. Zane turned 55 his last time. So hopefully if we don't break out, you can at least get 56. Maybe doing a little better. We did adjust his steering some. Some good driving right now. We got Doug following right behind Zane, trying to catch up. Zane's car still has that surface charge on it, so he's running pretty fast, being way on the outside even. We got Dan following right behind him in the green truck, and Zach trying to chase everybody down at the moment. Say in the heat though, you are still just racing yourself. Obviously you still want to pass people if you can. Ooh, Doug broke out trying to get by Zane there. Good run from Zane, keeping that pace. So that's what you want to do, is make it so that they have to break out to get by you. So great driving from Zane. He did sort of forget to dope his tires, so I hope his grip maintains throughout this race. It should. He's got some pretty grippy tires we've been doping every week, so they got a lot built up in there. Dan trying to find his way out and around Zane. There, he's going to do it. Oh, hard hit. Unfortunately, that took them both to the wall. I think we're going to call it. Oh, he's going to try. Oh, yep, it's broke. Unfortunate run for us, so we're going to call it quits for now. So it's just going to leave Doug and Zach out there running their race. So we're going to call it quits for now. All right, here we are. Second round, second heat of IROC. They split us up into three. Zane got in the bump into the middle group. Ooh, Justin there two-wheeling. Justin right behind Zane in the blue and pink car. Zane out here in the blue and silver. He did a 49 last race, so we're looking to improve from there. Mad Dog sitting up with a 52, I believe, or 51, and we got Doug. He changed bodies up to the slash body. He heard that it was lighter, so he's going to try it out, see if he can do better than the 51 that he did before. Zane looking just trying to turn some clean laps, doing a great job at the moment. Justin trying to find his way out and around. We did group up the rear tires on Zane's, so he is able to not spin out coming out of the corners. Whoop, there he goes, sneaking his way out and around. Justin just able to get out and around him. Oh, as I say that, he starts fishtailing. Able to save it. Doug's looking to go third overall. Whoop. Zane's car, unfortunately, we're getting that left rear starting to spin out on him. Whoop. Something's happening. I'm not sure what he's doing. He might just... But yeah, so we had an issue with the pan car that last race. As you guys saw, that hard hit ended up setting our left suspension all the way back about 1/16 of an inch. And so ended up correcting that. Like, all we had to do was just loosen the screws and slide it back to the right spot. We did have also all the screws come loose on the front bumper on the pan car. Ooh, Zane getting into a little bit there. Stayed clean. Zane's still running 49 even though he pulled in, so he was doing nice and fast. Wish he wouldn't have pulled in. He probably would have been up to like a 50-ish or something. Well, hopefully he keeps up the race. But back to the pan car, we are going to have to order a new front bumper piece. It did sort of shatter it. We're going to still be able to run for the day though, so we're okay there. The other truck involved, Dan's, I saw him having to put, I think, a whole new front bumper piece on his, unfortunately. Whoop, Doug there going to the inside of Zane. Zane's still in it, doing good driving this time. I know it is fishtailing, but I think it's only if he gets into it a little bit too early as it fishtail. And he was able to make his way out around Mad Dog. Mad Dog, whoop, taking the spot back. A little bump in there on the entrance to one. And they're running good and strong though. There we go. Whoop, Zane getting door bumped again. Still in it though. Good driving out of him, maintaining control. So he is a little bit slower than these guys on the straightaway, but I think it's just the other guys are carrying a lot more speed around that corner. I think he's not getting into it as early, just for the simple fact that he's been kicking that tire out if he does. So we're working on that. We're going to have to figure out, I thought gripping up the tire would fix it. Oh, first traction roll. Unfortunately there. Not sure, I didn't see what the lead up to that was. Whoop, there we go. We're back into it though. Doug's trying to go out and around wide. There he goes, tucking it in. Justin rolling there. Traction rolling, trying to keep up with Doug. Zane now on pace, trying to keep up right on the backside of Doug with that slash body. See if Doug looking to see, like I said, if that slash body is going to prove a point. It is half the weight. Oh, Zane unfortunately traction rolling again. Whoop. Catching up, Mad Dog and them all in it. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately Marshall tried getting there fast. Announcer didn't have a chance to call it out. So yeah, Justin ended up getting roped up into it, and Mad Dog came around the corner right into it as well. Not much you can do about it. Oh, Zane going real wide. A little bump tap there and taking off. So up next we got Rick hoping to defend. He's running 4th right now overall, hoping to either move up or defend that 4th place spot. Doug looking to go 3rd overall, so that would kick Rick down to a 5th. Oh, Zane two-wheeling there. He's taking those corners way to the inside. He's not letting it float to the outside. He's just trying to hold his spot, I think. They're playing a little defensive, but Justin really able to get out and around. Some door banging on the straightaway before the corner. Good driving though. I don't think anybody's necessarily gotten into anybody. Anybody that's rolled, it seems to be on their own. Oh, as I say that, Doug and Justin get into it on the back stretch. That slash body, that's downside. Unfortunately, you get side by side, those tires stick out and it sort of sucks it right in. And that's what happened there. Sucked Justin's car right in and unfortunately caught them both up. But good driving out of everybody. Hopefully we can do a little better next race in our 3rd heat and get things figured out. Next up we got Rick. Alright, we are out for the 3rd heat of IROC. These are the fast guys. We got Wally leading us off in the all pink car. Gavin sitting in 2nd. I think Richie or Rich sitting in 3rd, and like I said, Rick sitting 4th. And the other one sitting in 5th. So Rick looking to hopefully improve his standing. I believe Doug did turn a little bit more than Rick and able to earn, I think, a little bit more than 5th at least, get himself up into the top 5. We'll have to see where in between where everyone lays. Curious to see how Zane did, even though he pulled into the center there. It'd be interesting to see what laps he turned, because we could probably add 1 or 2 to that, and that's what he would have done. $5.19 from Gavin. Or I'm sorry, from Wally. They said in the all pink car, all Hello Kitty car. Good driving out of Wally there. We got Wally there in the Hello Kitty car. We got Rick here. We got Gavin. We got Richie. And we got Rich. And the American flag leading us all up. That's not the running order at the current moment, but that's just how they came around the track. Rick here trying to hold on to everything he can. Like I said, Gavin, they're going real fast. Whoa, Rick taking it all the way to the outside there and getting right in front of Gavin. I don't know as though that was necessarily Gavin's fault, but good sportsmanship for stopping. Some good driving in this class, which you expect out of the A-main group guys. You got to be nice and clean and fast in order to turn all those laps. You only turn them on your wheels. As I say that, Wally hits the wall on the outside. Keeps it going though. He's trying to find his way out and around Rich. Rick here trying to find his way out and around Gavin now. Gavin was able to sneak his way out and around. So we're running real close. I think Rick's now giving him some space. Going way wide again. So that's one thing I'm going to talk to Zane about, sort of letting the car drift to the outside. Feels like coming out of the corner, he's sort of forcing it to try and come real close inside. So pan car, we don't want them going to the wall. IROC, I think that's the line. It's trying to let your car run as far out to the outside of the wall as possible without hitting it. Rick here showing a good line. He's doing exactly that. Uh-oh. Something happened there to Richie's body. Started rubbing the tire. Something got tucked in and started rubbing it. Oh, it looks like that left front tire. Not sure. I think it's just the way the car is set up and the way the body is set up. Might need to cut that out a little bit, give some clearance to that tire. I guess as long as you're always turning left, it shouldn't be a problem. Rick trying to hunt Richie down there. Rick running into some issues there on the inside of 4. Car seems to be floating to the outside. I don't know if it's purposely doing that though. There we go. We seem to be sorted out now. Wally forcing his way through here. Let's see if he can make it happen. Gavin there, I think, getting rolled on his own. Just traction rolling right behind him. Rick gonna make some work for it. Wally and Rick, it seems to always be a good race, watching them going back and forth.
Why would I do that? I already got it locked up for the day. You should be worried about me bumping you right now.
Oh, Rich unfortunately out there. Over, now he's on his top. Rick's still sitting out in front of Wally, able to actually get Richie there in between them. Oh, Rick, unfortunately, had a weird corner there and lost all those spots he was gaining. Wally and Richie able to sneak by on that mess up. Sorry for the cough. Oh, Rich, unfortunately, traction rolling. There it goes. And that is it. And everyone's done. I don't think anybody improved. So let's go see how we did on laps while and see if second race is better than first. All right. Here we are back out for Pan Car, third heat. Hopefully we don't have a big wreck like last time. That car, Zane's car, fixed. and we actually, Zane's saying that it's running straighter than what it did before. So hopefully that means he's going to put in some good lap times and no excuses as far as braking. He's doing good, staying ahead of Zach right now. Zach getting a little bit up on him. He's running a 5.0. Zane running a 5.2, but can't tell on the track. They are holding about the same gap. Zane doing a great job driving here, holding out front. Somebody broke out. Oh, Dan broke out in the green truck. We're going to do a running order down here. We got Zane up front, of course, in the Corvette. We got Zach right behind him in the Intrepid body. And we got Doug right behind him in the Cole Trickle paint job. And we got Dan running a all green truck body, a protoform body. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Zane here, I think, holding out in front actually right now, doing a really good job driving. He's keeping Zach in check. Oh, Zach broke out, trying to chase Zane down. Good driving, Zane. That's what you got to do, is keep them right in front of you, or right behind you, so they can try and go too fast. Zach broke out again, trying to get around Zane. Zane doing 5.05. Perfect driving from Zane. He really showed up here in this third heat. He's making them work for it. He's doing great lines, running great times with that 5.05. Him and Doug, I think, are the only two still on the... Oop, Dan broke out again. So Zach and Dan have both broke out twice. I think Zane and Doug are the only two still on the lead lap. So great driving out of Zane. I think Zane's actually holding first. Oh, dang, hard hit from Zach there. He turned a little bit too early. That's, whoop, Zane there doing the same thing next lap. Whoa. There we go. Ooh, once those cars, as I say, once those cars lock together, they really lock together until you go real slow. Aero, it doesn't seem like it with a car this small, but aero plays a huge thing, and once you guys lock together, that wind goes on both sides of you and nothing in between, and it just keeps you locked together. That's what happened last race. Him and that green truck got locked together and couldn't get split. Oh, a little bit of a hit there from Zane. Is going to give Zach the pass. Zane looking to move up to third overall. Good driving from Zane. He's sitting, I think, second in the race right now. Zach broke out again. Some great driving out of Zane. We did have a little bit of... Zane's got a perfect line going right now. He could tuck it in a little bit closer on the corners, but it looked like when he was doing that, he was bumping the inside wall, so I think he's just playing it safe at the moment. He's got a really good run going on, like I said. His best so far has been a 57, so I'll be curious to see if he can do a 58. Oh, a little tiny mess up there. Oh, there we go. We're cleaned up. Good driving. All right. Unfortunately there, I don't know what completely happened there, but either way, no harm, no foul. I think Zane's still sitting, and Zane might have moved down to third after that hit, but great running. This is minute 10 to go. Let's see if Zane can keep it up. He might be able to gain a little bit back. Honestly, though, I think this has been one of his best races in the last couple weeks. Not sure who... Oh, Zach broke out again there. So that's going to solidify Zach down at the bottom, unfortunately. There we go. Zane running a 5.3, so he definitely can tuck it in there. There he goes. He's starting to hit the ice on both sides. He's starting to get her tucked in. That's going to make sure to keep those guys back a little bit. Doug trying to get out and around Zane. That'll give Zane another lap down, unfortunately, which I think will put him at the same spot as where Kurt is. Well, let's see if Doug can make it around. Oh, Zane unfortunately getting in the middle there. Got tripped up. That's all right. It's part of racing, and we're back into it. As unfortunately they were running 3 wide. Oh, the truck there unfortunately bounced into the inside of Zane. Thankfully this time Zane didn't take the worst of it. There we go, good driving. Alright, I think we're going to take 3rd on that race, but great driving. That was one of the best races for Zane, I think. Awesome.
All done. Let's get it rolling, here we go.
Alright, we're out for our 3rd round of IROC. We got Rick and Zane here battling up front. We got Anthony right behind them. We got Justin here in the blue with pink. And we got, I always say it wrong. It's not Tucky or anybody. This is James Upton in all black car there. James Upton. And then we got Tyler in the General Lee car. Round us up. Rick here. Zane unfortunately had some sort of a roll go on. I didn't see exactly what happened, but he is back up on his wheels. Unfortunately, I think that's going to put him down from the pack, but he's going to stay strong, keep some patience to stay in it. Rick is out front. Zane down in the back because of that roll, unfortunately, but Rick right now with a 2nd place run going, sitting out in 1st. So good for him. Oh, we got James and Justin getting into it, unfortunately there. That's going to give Zane a chance to run away from them. Zane, I haven't been watching his car. Let's take a look at his car for a while. See if we did traction only on the left rear, hoping then to get him to be able to grab that left rear and not spin it out. It does seem to be working. His car does seem to be liking it. Like I said, as long as we can stay out of, oh, we got Justin rolling too. All these rolls are going to give Zane a chance, as long as he can keep it clean, to move up. We got Anthony rolling and Justin, I think it was getting into it. Maybe it was James. Ooh, Zane bouncing the outside wall, but holding on to it. Rick making his way out and around, trying to catch up with Z. Rick is really fast right now. Let's see if Zane's going to let him by or Zane's going to make him work for it. Oh, Rick, unfortunately, dive into the inside. I'm going to blame that one on Rick. Got Anthony rolling over behind him there, but that's going to let the pack sort of go by. Oh, Zane, unfortunately, again getting hit by Tyler there. Zane taking the worst out of it. Oh, man. So this, unfortunately, is going to be a bad one for Zane. He got hit a couple times. Oh, and he's going to take it again there. Need some patience. There we go. Get it cleaned up. So everyone looking to improve. I don't think Zane is, though, unfortunately. A couple of hard hits there. He's been on the receiving end of. All 3 times he got in the left rear door. But that time he got rolled on his own. Rick, I think, still holding on to 1st here. James trying to hold Rick off. Oh, Zane unfortunately rolling again on his own. He did turn up his steering, and I told him if he's going to turn that steering up, he's got to keep it wide on the straightaways. And also, I was talking to him about floating his car out of the corner instead of keeping it turned so tight. Oh, there we go. I keep going back to Zane. This is the more exciting driving at the moment. Rick just putting down some good, very clean lines. Tyler there trying to hold Rick off and stay ahead of him. Zane making his, I think he's getting his car figured out. Oh, as I said, he turns way too early. I know he's just trying to stay ahead of Rick and ahead of Tyler there. Tyler just barely two-wheeling there. Zane coming around the backside, hasn't touched him yet. Oh, Anthony and Tyler unfortunately getting into it. Going to give Zane the pass. Rick two-wheeling and going up and over. Unfortunate for the leader. Oh, Zane taking the turn a little bit too early. That's going to slow him down. It's going to, unfortunate hits there. There we go. We're back into it. Anthony on stop. coming out of 2. Zane able to sneak his way through. Oh, Zane though rolling himself. Oh, and Upton here getting the bump by Zane. And we're good to go. Oh, and we rolled again. Is something broke, I wonder? I think it is broke. I think, yep. Yep, Zane pulled it off. Zane unfortunately broke out, so we're going to have to fix that before the main. Rick, I think, still holding on to the first place run. That's time. And I think Rick's going to take it. Good driving out of Rick. I think that's going to move him up to 3rd place again. Good driving. All right, so we're only doing 2 mains, so we are for the B main. I believe we got 7 guys out here. There was 13 overall. We got Rick leading us off, Tyler 2nd, Justin, then James, Zane, and then Anthony and Randy down here in the pink car rounding us all up. Oh, we're gonna restart that. Unfortunately, Zane got into James for the B main. Here we go. We got Rick leading us off, Tyler in 2, Justin 3. We got Upton in 4, and Zane in 5, and Anthony 6, and Randy round us out 7. Winner of this will be moving up to the A main. Rick looking to take an early lead, running away. Zane sitting down in 5th, gaining. Oh, we got Tyler up and over, and he's back on his wheels. That's going to put Zane and Justin up a spot. And James Upton, he's up to 2nd place. But Rick is coming around here fast, looking to lap people. He's already got, I think, 2 or 3 lapped at the moment. Got Anthony hitting hard there on the front stretch. Zane doing a good drive here, keeping it nice and clean, keeping it on the lead lap yet. He's got to chase down. Oh, we got Randy rolling again. Zane just got to chase Justin down. Body's starting to rub a little bit. Not sure if we got an issue with that shock or what. Normally we don't have an issue with the body rubbing. Did have a little bit of a hit, but hopefully that didn't cause anything. Rick here following up. Oh, Rick getting bumped by Randy. There we go. Oh, Zane and Anthony, Zane and Anthony getting into it. Tyler getting into it. Rick getting held up there on it as well. Zane, though, thankfully able to sneak away and save from being lapped. Rick's going to have to chase him down again. Tyler rolling again there. Justin sitting in 2, Rick in front. Zane's into 3. He's trying to catch up to Justin here. Justin's sitting right here. Rick, I think, has a lap on everyone, though, at the moment. So Zane really fighting for that 2nd place. Justin doing a great job staying up front here, especially with all the traffic around him. He's keeping just ahead of everyone. Oops, speaking of that, Zane unfortunately got bumped Tyler as Tyler was already rolled. It's going to slow him up a little bit. Rick looking to try and put that lap on Zane, seeing if he can get by him. Zane's car looks to be doing very good. He said this race, let's not do any dope at all. Oh, we got James and Tyler upside down, coming out of 2. There's all cleaned up. Rick's still trying to find his way out and around Zane. Zane holding him off for the moment. We got Randy and Justin bouncing around here on the front stretch. Justin's starting to catch up to Rick. Oh, as I say that, Justin getting into an accident here on the front stretch. Oh, Rick made his way out and around Zane. I'm not sure where or when that happened when we were looking away. Rick looking to chase. Zane right behind Justin to 3. Something happens to Justin, Zane could possibly get. Oh, as I say that, Anthony and Justin get into it, but Zane turns a little early. So mistake for mistake. Oh, there again, mistake for mistake. Oh, Zane unfortunately getting into Randy there. Oh, unfortunately. There we go. Showing Zane's patience is going to be key. Justin unfortunately getting caught up in that 2, but Justin coming right around, so Zane's got some stuff to make up. Rick's still holding us out in 1st, still trying to get that lap up on Justin, just to make it a little bit more breathing room. Oop, Anthony up and over again. Justin trying to get around Zane here, put a lap on him. Zane trying to hold on to that lap, give him a chance to come back around. We got Randy pulling off. We got James and Anthony coming behind Justin and Zane. Zane and Justin battling out pretty hard here. Zane trying to keep that. He's in third, Justin in second. But Zane's just trying to hold on to that so he can keep ahead on. Oh, and Justin sneaks by him, capitalizing on a early turn in from Zane. Zane's going to try and turn in a little early. I was going to say he's going to try and keep it up there. He's doing great. Rick coming back around. Rick's got a lap on everybody, and then Justin's got a lap on everybody else, and Zane's got a lap, or multiple laps, I think, on everybody else then. So, Rick up front. Oh, Justin's actually on the lead lap. So Justin was able to capitalize and get out and around Rick at some point in time and get his lap back. Zane just sitting a lap down. Oop, you got Upton and Justin getting into it. Anthony and Upton sort of getting into it. Zane getting ready to come up on that group. 5 laps to go. There we go. Anthony Roll is going to give Zane the pass. Anthony, a little bit of a wild card out here. One of his first times racing the oval. He usually runs the figure 8. So good to see him moving up. As that happens, Justin rolls. Oh, Zane able to capitalize a little bit, get his lap back. White flag and Zane done taking third place. Good driving out of Zane. Great driving from Rick getting first. Awesome driving from Justin taking second. Good racing overall. All right, so we're out for Zane's A main for Breakout. Zane's going to be starting out in the back, so he's got some work to do to move up. He was able to hold second and first place for a lot of the race last time. So let's see what he can do. See if he can sneak by and not break out. This car is, like I said, really fast here at the start of it. Doug broke out. Oh no, that's going to put Zach up at the very front. Zane almost had his way out and around. He's going way wide. There we go. Let's go in a little closer. We need to get. I know he likes to keep it wide because he doesn't want to break out, but I think he needs. Yep, 539. So he can go in a little closer. Get him moving closer to the inside, not the outside. There we go. He scares me. He gets really close to that outside wall there. Like that. Oh, Doug's going to broke out twice, so he's just going to call it a race. Oh, nope. Doug's back out. Try and tell him to go closer to the inside. There we go. There we go. Good driving right there. Keep it close to the inside. A little bump's going to send him to the outside, but we're doing good. Right now we got Zach leading us around and Dan sitting in second. Zane sitting in third, still on this lead lap. He needs to clean it up a little bit, take it to the inside a little bit more, try and gain some time on him. Whoop. Oh, stuck to the outside wall. There we go. Gets off of it. That did let Doug get by and let Zach and Dan catch up quite a bit. There we go. Right now Zane holding on to third just because Doug pulled into the center there and broke out twice. Zach looking to come out and around and put a lap on Zane. Zane though cutting it. Zach trying to find his way around. Dan and Zach touch a little. Dan able to take the pass. Zach taking it right back. Both Zach and Dan making his way past Zach. I'm sorry, both Dan and Zach making their way past Zane there. Zach now has to chase Dan down. Dan's sitting in first. Good driving out of Dan. Zane's still, I think, sitting in third, but now he's a lap down. So let's see if he can keep it tucked in there nice and tight. Back stretch, he likes to go real close to the wall. Front stretch, he's doing really good. About in the perfect spot on the front stretch. Yep, he's at a 5.4, so he can definitely tuck in a whole lot more. There we go. Good line. There, good line. There we go. Starting to pick up a little bit of speed. We can tell he's keeping his pace with Doug. Doug, though, running a little bit cleaner line. A lot cleaner line there, and picking up some speed on Zane a little bit. Looking to try and make the pass. I think he's going to, whoop, Zane making a little bit of bump there. Would have been a good time to capitalize it. I don't think Doug was in the right spot for it. 30 to go. And it's going to give Doug the chance to go out and around. Good, clean driving. Zane getting a little bit of pressure, ended up making a few mistakes, but did really good driving that. Zach trying to find his way out and around. Oh, Doug broke out. Big race right here between Dan and Zach. Zach trying to get 3 weeks in a row for the A. Both of them running 5.2 and a 5.3, so they can run tighter, but they're fighting with each other. So I think they're trying to. Zach's trying to find his way out and around. Oh, they're gonna get side by side there. Zane pulled out of the way. I think that was probably a smart idea. Let them two fight for it. Oh. Unfortunately, Dan, I think, had a bad corner there, and that's going to be it, unfortunately. Some good racing there. Unfortunately, they were bumping and bruising. Ended up bouncing off at Zane and took a hard turn into the inside corner. So that's going to put Zane in second. Doug, I think, still sitting in third with his. Zach running a 5.18 now. Zane 5.3s. Yep, said everybody's on a lap of their own. Nobody close. It's really just sort of maintaining your race spot and maintaining your car. Zane getting some really good lines here later on in the race. Doug trying to find his way out and around Zane. Gets the chance, and then Zane does a good line and pulls a little bit. There he goes, trying to find his way out and around the outside. Almost had it. There, he's going to go to the inside. Does it, gets right by Zane. Zane trying to just off his tail there. Oh, ends up getting Doug, unfortunate. So that was unfortunate. They were neck and neck there. Some good driving though. Everybody on the same race, so really just sort of friendly competition right now at the moment. That was really unfortunate though with Dan and Zach. They were both on the same lap, both on the lead, fighting for that first and second. Zach just got around Dan, and Dan had that wild corner. And there it is. Zane took second. Good driving out of Z. Alright, here we go for the A main. Last race of the day. We got Wally leading us off. Gavin looking to find his way right by and does it. Mad Dog sitting in 3. Oh, Rick and Richie here on the front stretch, unfortunately rolling. We got Doug in the Exxon car. And we got Rich in the American flag. Now we got battle. I think Gavin's still out in front. Mad Dog trying to. Oh, Mad Dog making a pass. Oh, Wally getting rolled. Doug getting rolled. Unfortunate. I think Wally here still holding out first, barely, maybe. Oh, Mad Dog out front. Wally in the 2, just barely. Rich in the 3. Richie, first and second getting into each other and rolling. That's going to give the whole pack a chance to catch up. And they're back into it. Oh, Rick unfortunately getting rolled there. There we go. Rick. All right, I think Rich right now is sitting out in front. Good driving out of him in the 76 American flag car. I think Mad Dog's sitting in 2 yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Gavin out front. Rich in the 2. Wally's working his way back up. Starting out in front. Oh, we got some bumping back here in the bunch. Oh, Mad Dog getting into Rich. Mad Dog right on Rick's bumper there, making the pass. Rick, though, coming right back for him, not giving him any. Ooh, Rich, unfortunately, traction rolling there, coming out of 4. Good strong run going. Oh, we got Richie in the back stretch up and over, and Rich on the back stretch up and over. I think there was some small contact there. Oh, getting into it again here.
Damn it, Rich, get out of the way!
Oh, Doug and Wally getting into it. .48 to go. Gavin out front. Wally in the 3. Mad Dog, I think, in 2. Wally up to the 3. Gavin here trying to just hold it out front. Gavin usually runs a really good, strong race. Usually just every once in a while a traction roll issue pops up, but it hasn't bit him yet today. Oh, Rick there, unfortunately getting to the inside. His car getting crazy. Gavin trying to makes his way through Richie. Now just has to make his way through Rick. Mike trying to chase Gavin down. I don't think able to do it. Wally's still trying to chase Mad Dog down. Doug there going to the outside, giving Wally the pass. Wally trying to make his way out and around Rich. And does it. Now he's got Richie, though, to contend with. Oh, Rick getting into Richie. Whoop. Cleaned up. Good to go. Oh, Doug on the back stretch, a little bumping, still on his wheels going. 35 laps to go. Gavin's still holding on to first, I believe. Yep, Gavin, Mad Dog, and Wally. Rick, I think, sitting in 4th or 5th, doing really good. Coming from the B main, winning that. Battling through it, trying to get to the front. Doug on his tail. Rick running a good, clean race. He is running actually a used motor. It's Zane's old motor from before this swap out. He thought maybe he could get a little bit more out of it, but it was a very fast motor for Zane. But I do think it's a little wore out. It's at about par with these other new motors. Wally, unfortunately, up and over. Rich as well. I think Rich might have actually been stopping up for him. Some sportsmanship there, I'm not sure. Following Rick around. Rick and Doug there. Doug making the pass. Good driving on Doug. Ooh, Rich unfortunately two-wheeling on his own there. Wally coming around here. Mad Dog. Gavin's still in the front. Nothing happening to him. He's been able to stay clean of all these. Oh, Mad Dog's actually out front. Sorry about that. Mad Dog's out front in the lead. Gavin sitting 2. Didn't see when that pass happened. Mad Dog though looking to run away with it today. Getting ready to put a lap up on Wally. That's going to be trouble. Oh, as I say that, it's trouble for him on the backstretch and Richie, both tapping the back wall, slowing him up. Gavin trying to sneak up through here. We got some. Oh, we got Richie up and over. gave Wally a good hit. Still able to stay ahead of Mad Dog though. Gavin now back into position. Nobody between him and Mad Dog. Oh, as I say that, Mad Dog makes his way around Richie. Gavin makes his way around Richie. The battle for first and second here. Nine laps to go. Can Gavin do it? He is closing the gap slowly. Slowly closing that gap. Mad Dog definitely has a better run off the back stretch, but Gavin has a better run on the front stretch. There you go. Two-wheel in there. Saves it. That could have been it, but... I think that's two-wheel is going to be enough to give Mad Dog the space. Oh, I was going to say that. Gavin's closing the gap up. Mad Dog running into traffic. See if they're going to make it through. As drag race to the stretch. Gavin just gets around. White flag is out. And Gavin does it on the last 2 laps. Good driving out of Gavin. Just making it past Mad Dog. Mad Dog taking it a little hard there. Personal. Good driving, Gavin. Good driving, Mad Dog. Good job, Rick. Coming up to, I think, 4th or 5th in that race from last. Great driving. And that's going to do it for us today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Next week, we do have a snake race coming up, so we got Zane and Rick both trying to stay alive for as long as they can. Let's see how long they make it. Make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you then.